football. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
132 fighter.
Throwing Jones. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And the pressure gets to him again. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Come to Wild World.
More now. He's going to be sacked. back at the 23-yard line. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Kill.
Check. Yellow.
Check. Watch that. Watch out.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Let's go.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York Giants coming back out here offensively. And this is a team right now, Charles, at 2-5. And the optimism after the 2 straight wins under Daniel Jones and him starting at quarterback, well, that's given way to a sense of trouble in Giants camp after now a 3rd straight loss, partner.
Too many turnovers by Daniel Jones at the position. Way too many fumbles in the pocket that have been lost. So that's been a problem. But the thing that's puzzled me is they won the 2 games, played New England really tough on a Thursday nighter. So you had kind of a mini open week. And came out flat against Arizona and were down 17-0 before you could blink. That was an issue for them. They battled back a little bit, but I was surprised to see that happen with a Giants team that I expected to continue to get better. Plus, Saquon Barkley made his return in that game.
Yeah, they thought that would jumpstart the offense. It really didn't. Now, the NFC East still up for grabs, and they're only 2 games back at 2-5.
Yeah, but Dallas came back to the pack. Philadelphia hasn't sprinted out to the front. So they're still sitting there, but that means they've got to beat those types of teams in order to make their move.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Jones under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Down. 70. Indy.
Right there, 56. Target, 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 target.
Big rip. Big rip.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage.
And look at this, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
At the Giants' 36-yard line.
Yeah, after losses to Indy and Houston. Now, the big story, of course, Patrick Mahomes, dislocated patella. That was the quarterback sneak play that everybody was talking about. And
Hold on a second. What is a dislocated patella for us who don't understand, who don't speak medical?
I was just going to get there, Mr. Davis.
Fault.
It's a dislocated kneecap.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but it seems like they might get him back sooner than they originally thought.
Yeah, originally, as you know, the word was, what, 3 to 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Now we're hearing reports that it may be on the low side of that, maybe 3 weeks. And if that's the case, he could be back for the Minnesota game after missing the Green Bay game on Sunday night.
And the key for him and why he could be back sooner, no ligament damage, a big sigh of relief.
Hatchet, hatchet.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check.
Bang, 57.
Bang, bang.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran safety Antoine Bethea there on the defensive coverage. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
43, 43, 15.
29 is the mic. Mike.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
I got one.
Check.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right
Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. The Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Slam, slam, slam.
Check 9, check 9.
Check 24.
Hey, rip lift.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Come on now, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know.
Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Looking for Shepard deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Alert 3. Motion, motion, motion.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Motion, motion, bump, bump.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now McCoy. And McCoy is in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over
Keep
first
playing.
and 10 at their own 25-yard
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Barkley on first down.
Here I go. Here I go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. This is Shepard on the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Nice hit, boy.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Safety's creeping. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Watch twist. Watch.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And McCoy is in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defense.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
See me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, check.
On the ball.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
You can't block me.
Attack!
Check.
Right.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
61. Matchbox, light. The run. 36. Check 3. Hey, switch gears.
McCoy. And McCoy is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Hey, here he is. Touchdown,
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point. Instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic.